welcome to Flight Test. I'm David and this is Josh.
Hi.
This is another Q&A.
We haven't done one for a while.
Yes, it's time now. We had the X8 review.
Yes.
The episode turned out to be pretty good. Really long one, but we got some good feedback.
The biggest was not even about the plane. It was about your pivot. We had to keep it off camera because it's so huge. See? Gonna knock down traffic until I ground. All right, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Okay, clear. Okay, so this is the pan. It might look complicated, but it's really not.
Dave has an amazing knack for taking things that look complicated and making them very understandable.
This is the potentiometer used. It's a 10-turn, pretty high quality one. Actually, it's not super high quality. It's pretty cheap from eBay. The resistance is about 5K on this. As long as it's linear, get a linear one.
Okay.
And then what I did, inside of a normal servo, there's a pot always connected straight to the output. So I just took out those connectors, desoldered it and put a cable and hooked this up instead. It's just 3 wires. And then I put gears on. So this is a helicopter Flite 450 main gear, and these are 2 gears from RC cars that I drilled out and put a screw through. So that's kind of it. Use a high quality tail servo on helicopters, something with a really narrow deadband. You want something that keeps the resolution up around center. Okay. So a small deadband is good because then you're gonna have less slop.
It won't be as jittery is what you're saying.
Exactly. It's gonna keep the center.
Digital,
really well.
analog, does it matter?
Go with digital probably.
Okay.
You don't need a lot of torque. This is crazy torquey because you have so much. The gear rate ratio is so low.
Okay.
So you don't need a torquey servo at all.
Very cool. Very cool.
So the reason what I did was to figure these out. I tried the pot. And it actually takes 5 turns for the servo. It only takes 5 turns on this 10-turn pot because it only uses half of the throw normally in the built-in pot.
So did you do the endpoints?
No, what I did was I simply geared it after that. So I tried it. Okay, 5 turns is where I get full resolution. So I geared this to go 5 turns from one end to the other.
Okay.
And I geared this to get a proper speed of around 2 seconds to do a full 360 turn.
Wow.
So I simply geared that, and that's how I came up with it. If you still feel confused, write a comment, and we might do a build episode for this. Okay. If
there's
you
enough
want
response,
yeah. And also we might do a kit for this if there's a lot of people interested in it.
Like maybe all the raw components and you put it together kind of thing?
Exactly. We can actually maybe laser cut our own gears. That would be nice.
Yeah, that way it's proper and it's the way you need it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's all up to you guys. If you want it, just say it.
Long story short, that's how you do it. If you want more explanation, just let us know and we'll do our best to you got it okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Make it happen. The other thing, I want to sincerely thank you guys. The FT Cruiser sales was a huge success. Can you say huge?
Huge
success, and it was awesome. You guys make us really feel loved, and also thank you for your support because it is funding this whole show now. Yep. And you guys are doing it wonderfully. With the release that, we also released the plans, and this is my fault. I failed you guys in this aspect. I forgot to put the turtle deck plans and the nose and also the rudder doublers in the plans, and it wasn't too optimized. You had to print like 36 sheets of paper out. So over the weekend, we went through it again and had it redrawn. Everything is in there now. Along with things like the double pods, the double components that you don't need as much of, we took those out. So you just make 2 pods. You know, you don't have to cut out 2 pods and tape it all together. So hopefully it made it a little bit easier. And they're already flying on YouTube with people having great results.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of cool articles. A guy did the FD Cruiser baby. That was D. Stevens 3800.
He has a really cool landing gear on it too.
Yeah, it looked beautiful with that paint job.
He captured the essence of the plane beautifully.
Yeah, and he flew it really good as well.
Yeah.
So awesome job. Keep that up.
Yes, and there's another gentleman on YouTube. He has like chrome tape all over it.
Oh, really?
And he has the split flaps and it just performed amazing. He's actually running 2 2200s in parallel. and it flies amazing. So you guys are doing great. For anyone out there building a cruiser or thinking of it, the key to success is a little bit of nose weight and also minimum throws on the elevator. The elevator is incredibly sensitive because of the straight leaning edge on the wing and the huge tail it has. So don't go 3D on this thing. Just keep a minimum, obey the throws that we put in the specs. You're gonna have a great flying ship.
Well, we got a lot of, actually we get a comment about...
A lot of one comment.
Yeah, a lot of one comment saying that we are just making these plans to work with our laser cutter. But that's not true.
No.
We actually take a lot of care to make it easy for you to cut it as well.
Yes.
And a gentleman, Brian M311, actually did a time-lapse build on flighttest.com, where he shows how easy it is to cut it out.
He did a great job too.
Yeah,
it looks beautiful.
When you're cutting out, if there's a circle hole,
like an access hole.
Yeah, an access hole. You can just cut a square instead. You don't have to bake it 100%.
Yeah.
It's just to make it easy.
We do it with the laser because whenever you round those corners, it makes it much harder for like crinkles and cracks to form in those areas. And we want to give them the best quality kit they can. So we do go that route. But you can cut it out. Every one of these planes I've hand cut because when we mock it up, we want to check the fit.
Yeah.
And it's one of the easier ones to build, but there are a lot of pieces. Our goal with the swappable series is not only to grow as a pilot, but to grow as a builder. And with this being number 9, it's obviously going to be much more intense than the earlier ones.
Exactly. We're actually building up and making new techniques that teaches you new techniques. So this is the idea. You should be getting better by this time.
Yeah, but thank you guys from the bottom of our heart. Your support means a lot, and also the videos you post to show that other people having success with it.
Yeah,
we just love it.
Yeah, so it's awesome fun.
The thing about shipping with foreign countries. Can I talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. God bless you guys in foreign countries for paying what you do with shipping.
Yeah.
The hard thing is with the box sizes being what they are, they don't allow us to ship first class. We tried it, they won't allow it, and we're not going to cheat the system and try to get it through because ultimately it's going to be your package that gets sent back to us, and that wouldn't be a good thing. So what we did do is there's a lot of people over there, they're buddy and then want to build one together.
Yeah.
It's the same shipping for 2 to go over as it is for 1 to go over. So we incentivize it and lowered the price on a 2-pack of our baby blenders, of our cruisers. And that way what you guys can do is you can order 2 of them for now, and it's actually much cheaper. And we're having people in other countries, the United Kingdom's real popular. They're ordering I think the biggest order was 6 double packs.
Wow.
So that's 12 airplanes going over there.
Wow.
And it was much more economical. And if you guys have any questions about whether it ships to your country, there's an estimator in there that'll give you a pretty accurate estimate.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on.
We're working with FedEx. FedEx, get on the ball because we've called you 3 times. To set up a system, and they haven't called us back. But
DHL as well. It's just I have no idea how they can stay.
They can get you a package in 3 days, but by God, they can't give you a call back. So we are working on cheaper avenues to get it to you, but it's not going to be as cheap as we'd like it, and I'm sure as cheap as you'd like it.
Yeah.
It's hard to really compare a price of an airplane being $40 and then shipping it's $40. It's a real
it's a really sour experience, but we're really sorry, but we can't really do anything about it yet. We're working on it, but
get with your buddies.
It's
though.
Hard.
If your buddy likes, we have baby blenders and cruisers. We do a lot of stuff international. It's more than one plane kit and does make it more reasonable. So if you have a buddy or you want, you and your kids want to do it, if you order multiples, and we bought boxes for that, far cheaper to ship it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I saw a really cool article where a guy does these amazing do-it-yourself wheels.
With the pop bottle.
Yeah.
That's why we've been drinking so much pop as it is.
Yeah. So he takes the bottoms of cans, 2 of them, and then put them together.
I don't think you could buy wheels that are as pretty as those.
No.
They're beautiful.
It's awesome. Really good job, Eric Herman. You might remember a couple of weeks ago, we had the Lula review where I beat Josh.
He schooled me badly.
Pretty hard.
Yeah, and also he schooled me with a high-fiber diet beforehand. Yeah.
So, he lost,
Bad.
and the bet was to grow a mustache.
And people think I didn't do it.
No, but he did.
I did.
And here's the picture. Now, let's enjoy this for 3 seconds with this corny music. And now he's gonna have that. He's gonna have that as his Facebook picture for a month.
For a whole month, yeah. So Facebook friend me and show your kids what villains look like.
Yeah, people you should stay away from.
Yes. Exactly. Stranger danger.
Okay, so we put out, as normal, a question on Facebook where you can add your own question and people can vote for it. The most popular one was actually...
it's about you.
Yeah, will David be returning to Sweden or is he staying here?
Frankly, not if I could help it.
I'm going to stay here until March next year at least.
Okay.
So that's... I have an internship here. So that's where it ends. So I have to go back to Sweden then. So I'm trying to make as many good episodes as I can, blowing stuff up. So for your entertainment. Is Josh Scott assuming a lesser role on Flight Test?
No.
Nope.
Josh Scott is an amazingly talented individual. And he's also probably one of the busiest people I know. His talent with the musician, and his church as a worship leader, we're not going to ask him to ever compromise that. So the reason you see him less is because he is incredibly busy. But the fact that he's even part of Flight Test shows he truly loves it, because he goes out of his way to make it happen here.
And he does a really awesome job on Flight Test.
Yes.
We use him a lot and we throw him under the bus all the time.
Yeah, he comes in the door and we're like, hey, you're going to fly this today, you're going to fly this today.
And he never complains. He's
awesome. Josh, we love you. But no, he's not going anywhere. He'll always be adding his fun wit to Flight Test. And, but thank you. The fact that you guys are concerned means that you love him, and we love him too.
Out of all the planes you've flown, which one do you like the least?
I don't even know where to go. You had better answer that. I got to think about that one.
So a couple of weeks ago, Chris Roncaglione came out. He's awesome.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he's so great.
Great guy. He's been in a couple of the challenges. The Fokker Triplane SE5 Combat Challenge.
He helps out in so many ways.
Priceless.
And we were flying, me and Wayne, the sound guy. You might have seen him holding the boom.
Yes, another awesome guy.
We were out flying, all three of us, just flying the radiance information, finding awesome thermals. And he also brought out his Radiant Pro. And wow, that plane is so bad. I had such high expectations on it, and it was just a piece of garbage, in my opinion. Sorry, but can't believe how they can go from an awesome Radiant, the normal one, which flies itself, to something that just feels wrong in every single way. I mean, it's the worst sailplane I ever touched.
See, and the nice thing is I live in ignorance, obviously, because I got beat so quickly with the Alulas. I wouldn't know that, but I'm 100% in agreement with you on the Radiant.
Yeah.
I got a Radiant Pro and a Radiant. I always fly my Radiant. I don't really touch the Pro. It's just for what it does and the overcomplicated nature of it. Fly the Radiant. You can hook a thermal like that with them.
Yeah. They're awesome. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate. I mean, obviously there's people that like it.
Yeah. I'm just the whole event's all around the Radiant Pro, so it has a following. Yeah.
Wow. I can't really see it, but it's just my personal opinion. Please find out your own personal opinion before you attack mine. So
there you go. Give it a chance, is what he's saying.
Yeah. If you know someone that has it, try it out. See what you think. I challenge you.
I'm not going to really answer that one because I'm yet to find a plane I really don't dislike.
Really?
I mean, there's something good about everything that flies.
How about the F4 Tomcat from Hobby King?
F4F? No, F14.
F14, yeah.
Tomcat. Yeah. I have bitterness about an airplane. This is amazing. Okay. I stayed up to about 3 in the morning working on this thing. You know, it's 2 EDF fans, 2 speed controls wiring together, all these servos. Didn't fit so great. The swing wings, had to put big servos in it. Everything was floppy. Got all that worked out. Got out to fly it. Barely enough power to get off the ground. Barely. So, wow, I'm starting to feel like you know. I can feel this energy bubbling up within me. It never got on the show because it was so bad. And that's one thing with Flight Test. I know in the past people thought when we were sponsored we were biased and we wouldn't say if it was good or bad. If it got on the show, we saw good in it.
Yeah.
If it was bad, we didn't even bother putting it on the show on the time. But now that's changed because you guys are our sponsors. If you want something, looked at, we take a look at it and we tell you whether it's good or bad. Beforehand, we just didn't bother wasting your time with it because we didn't like it at all. We weren't passionate about it. So, yeah.
I think they stopped selling that.
That's good. I know there was a guy that had an amazing 9-page log on how to make it fly good, and it was like cutting cheater holes all over it. It was crazy, and he did get it to fly good, but you shouldn't have to do that much work to get a good flying airplane.
So yeah, stay away from that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
When is the FT3D speed build?
Awesome. You know, cool story. The FT3D scratch build's been wildly successful, and it is coming out as a speed build kit. Eventually, every one of our designs will be available as a speed build kit. What I'm excited about this is obviously Aaron Bates has had a very strong presence, and he was instrumental in the beginning of it. What we're doing now is he just went home literally with the one that we gave him on the show. He flew it. He continues to mod it, chop it, change dimensions. It is to his liking now, and he is really excited about this. So what I've done is I'm going to take all of his specs. We're going to take his specs. We're going to recreate the FT3D, and it's not too much. It's just different proportions on the tail, subtle little differences.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be the version we're going to release as a speed build kit, and we're going to kick it off with a new video where we have Aaron back out here, Lord willing, to show what it can do. But this will be a plane designed with Aaron's specs, and that way you guys get the best of the best what you deserve. Because if you're going to spend your hard-earned money, you deserve to have a really great flying airplane.
And he really loved that plane. He really, yeah, I met him at Toledo again when we talked about it. He said he really liked it.
He said it's worth every bit of $6 now. So that's huge. But yeah, long story short, it is coming out as a speed build kit.
We're not trying to tease you. It's just we're way too optimistic about everything.
Yeah.
And then reality hits, and we're just, it's so much time. I like the Spitfire, for instance. I worked on that for a while, and it is going to come out. It's actually the plane that's going to be released after the FT3D. So it's coming, but it takes so much time to prep all these things, doing all the small packs, and
it's amazing. But if you guys are going to spend your hard-earned money for a speed build kit, we do want, and for that matter, to the scratch build too, we do want it to be the very best it can be out of the box for you, and we want it to be a good experience. We don't want our rush to bring it to market to compromise anything. Long story short, everything's coming. We'll have dates for it, but the FT3D will be the next one being released. And then once we get after the Spitfire, we're going to go back and try to get some of the ones like the Old Fogey. We got a lot of requests for the Bloody Wonder. And what else are we missing in that mix?
The F-22.
F-22,
we're going to do make that a swappable.
Yes.
Because it is one of the best flying airplanes I ever. Yeah, it's I don't know what it is. So, it's just made of unicorn.
Yeah, we're really, and you know, we also have other designs that we haven't even brought to the table, but we're not going to bring those out until we fulfill our obligations to you guys.
Just so much time.
Yeah, thank you.
Next question. Do you ever have radio interference from the two huge towers we have out there?
Never. No, that doesn't happen.
Actually, it's pretty funny. The interference is from our neighbor, which has a security system that transmits on 2.4. And whenever you fly your 2.4 in that pocket between the tower and his...
it hits us like a torpedo.
Yeah, it's just... That spot is just really bad.
Remember Rare Bear?
Yeah.
That one went... Yeah.
Just nose down.
That was a pretty good example.
The exact spot. So whenever we fly 2.4, especially Spectrum, the old one.
We don't fly DSM-2 on...
Yeah, we don't fly that there. The Futaba and the High-Tech work perfect over there.
And DSM-X works as well.
But the old stuff, no. So actually, I got some interference on my long-range system on the 433 megahertz band. I got some spikes there from the tower. I went out and investigated with the RF Explorer, and I found every once in a while it transmits on that frequency. But usually it's slightly higher frequency and slightly lower frequency than we use here. So it's not that much interference, actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. It's better than you think. But
people with awesome security systems apparently shoot us down.
Yeah, that's actually worse. Which flight test episode is your favorite?
You go on that one.
I
have to think on that quick.
Probably the rocket plane. That's the most fun.
I like that one.
It's because it wasn't planned, really. I had the idea, I tried it out, but the weather changed and it was so beautiful out. So we shot an episode earlier that day, and we was just messing around. I'm like, do you want to film this? And we're like, yeah, sure, let's try it. And then we're just, it worked. Let's put a huge rocket on it. We're like, oh, I don't think we should. And we're like, yeah, we should.
He's crazy. He always wants to put bigger things, but not like 1 times bigger, 10 times bigger.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Crazy man, you.
So that's actually one of my favorite ones because the lighting was good, the energy was good, the result was awesome. It was just so much fun. And it's just such a stupid short episode. It's just awesome.
Yeah. Oh. I think my favorite episode would probably be with my friend, the Swede here, with the P-47 Thunderbolt.
Oh, that was awesome.
It was, like you said, the lighting. I'm not really into the cinematography. I don't really grasp that, but watching the videos afterwards, I appreciate it. But it was cold, but it was dead calm. And David's flying his Mustang, and I'm trying to fly FPV with it. And he's crazy. He always either wants to blow it up or ram into it or something destructive and crazy. My perspective, I was just trying to get some good footage in front of it. Yeah, you heard it from his mouth. He was trying to hit me. and he comes out, and I see this in the corner of his eye, and I just see this thing go right into it. And the funniest thing was, it just annihilated your plane.
It's just nothing.
It didn't break the prop. It put a little dent.
You could barely see it.
You could barely see it. Matter of fact, to this day, I still fly that at my house. Matter of fact, I told Chad, I'm like, I'm taking this home with me. I love this plane. After that, we continued shooting the episode. We didn't stop. And the bits of foam were falling down. And it was great. And the other episode, there's another episode that hasn't even been on air. Do you remember all the time we put in trying to do the aerial transfer?
Oh, yeah. We actually went out and tried to do a MidAir package exchange.
Yes.
So the idea was to have something hanging on the back of a plane, coming up with another plane, catch that thing and bring it back.
Dave put an amazing amount of work into this really cool like whiskered thing, and we were using EPP FPVs, which Chad hates, but we both just love.
It's awesome airplane.
Awesome.
I
haven't gotten too much time with the Skywalkers, but I think the EPP FPV is the way to go.
Yeah, I love that thing
awesome.
for what it is.
For what it is.
Yeah, as long as you keep it light and fly it
and put a landing gear on it.
Yeah, needs a landing gear.
Needs a good landing gear. But
we were flying. It was just so calm, and you were just meandering around. But it's so hard when you get into that prop wash. It's just I'm flying really nice and slow.
Full disclosure, we tried it with a wing and the EPP FPV. That's when most of the carnage happened. Go ahead.
So I was flying either plane.
Yeah.
When you fly, it's just super easy to go up really slowly. As soon as you get to that prop wash, it's
like balancing on a basketball.
It was so much harder than I thought, and it's just
he kept hitting me. He'd come up and my favorite was when he came up with the wing, and I feel this. I'm flying and I'm just looking at the horizon, keeping a steady heading, and all of a sudden plane goes like this. I'm like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden my plane's flying funny. He hit me so hard, he chopped off his antenna, and then my tail's turned like a V-tail. It was so much fun, and that plane just took a beating.
Yeah. Another question: what is David gonna blow up next? I have no idea.
What's he not gonna blow up next?
Yeah,
is a better question.
I just find stuff, and whenever I feel the spirit comes over me,
Which comes over him a lot.
Yeah, I just do it. Oh yeah, what's your favorite transmitter?
What are you guys doing?
Hey, Chad.
Oh, you're shooting the show?
Don't put food around.
Hey, what's your favorite transmitter?
Yeah.
Mine's the Aurora 9, same one as David's.
Yeah. Actually, it is. I love it.
Yeah, it's actually David turned me on to it, and I think it's great. I'm actually here. I keep saying actually.
Yeah.
I'm here because I want to make sure David talks about his pivot thing.
Did
he talk about that?
I already did, but I kind of messed it up because I was talking too much.
Oh.
So we might end up doing another episode about it.
Okay, well, make sure you address it because we keep getting emails.
Yeah.
Are you hungry? I have more pizza if you want some. You can't eat while you're shooting, though.
Yeah, so we're going to make
We want to thank you guys for watching this episode. My favorite transmitter, honestly, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but
ahead.
I like the DX8 still. I still fly with the DX8 in DSMX. I honestly wanted to burn the thing when it was in DSM2, and I lost my EPP FPV to a lockout, and I had to rebuild it. I was really cranky over that. But the ROM, we were one of the first to get it. I went out and bought one personally, and it had the DSM2 still. Did the Airwear version on it, DSMX. Life has been good. I haven't had a single lockout. I love the simplicity of it. The fact that all the great binder flies you can bind to it. You're about to explode right now, but I'm still DSMX guy. The tactics also pretty darn good. We got to put the tactics.
I was
6.
really impressed with that. The resolution was awesome.
It feels so light, and it's like, it's a cheap light plasticky. But my golly, like you said, the resolution was incredible.
Yeah.
Now we had to put it through its paces as far as long range and things like that. But
so far,
fine with
easy
the cruiser.
programming it, super easy.
We don't read the manuals much. And the Futaba Super 8.
Yeah.
Incredible radio. The only thing I didn't like was how counterintuitive.
Yeah.
It was.
I hate that radio.
He hates it.
Yeah. No, it's
I like
awful.
it. Well, here's the thing. I use on the Futaba. I fly all my EP or all my FPV equipment.
Yeah.
I fly my multi-rotors and stuff like that. I fly things I trust or I want to keep alive.
Exactly. It has the best of
Amazing.
all 2.4 protocols. It is the
Yes.
most solid link you
Yes.
can get on 2.4.
Yes.
It is great, but the programming on that thing, that stupid scroll wheel, and
Yeah.
it's just I
I like the 7. Honestly, the 7.
Yeah, the 7 was awesome.
It's pretty darn awesome. So
I actually still use that.
yeah.
Yeah, I used my long range system on it.
Long story short, my favorite radio just for an everyday beater, I'll
Yeah.
grab the DX8, but if I'm wanting to fly something, matter of fact, our Gaster, the Roadrunner,
Yeah.
we have a Futaba in it. We don't
Yeah.
mess around with the Spectrum DX8 DSM2. Although, like I said, I haven't had a single lockout since DSMX.
Yeah, that's good. Finally, they manned up
Yeah.
and
So
changed
it's
that.
user friendly and solid. So
No,
I
I
gotta say.
hate it. We were just on an interview with the Crash Cast.
Oh, they're awesome.
Awesome guys. We had really.
We could talk for hours, but
Yeah,
we're both
we-
drinking Mountain Dew and our bladders are getting full.
Yeah, they were really great guys, and what they do, I cannot fathom how much time they put into this
Oh
show.
my golly.
Yeah, it's awesome. Keep that work up, and listen to their show. Support them by
They have a heart
listening.
for the hobby. They
They
really
do.
Yeah.
They really do, and we support you fully.
Yeah.
And check their stuff out. It's great fun. Whenever you work, just use your iPhone or whatever and listen to it while you're working. It's great.
Yeah, really great. I think the interview with us is coming out on Monday.
Yeah, Monday or the beginning of next week sometime.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that if you want 2 hours of us
Awesome.
cutting your ears off.
I got something too. I gotta give a shout out. Andrew, I think it's Collier. I met this young man in Toledo.
Yeah.
And honestly, it brought a tear to my eye because this amazing little man and his friend and buddy, I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but 2 of these awesome little guys came up and he took the time to draw out this plane called the Mix Match. And he said, I want you to build this and fly this. And what warms my heart is the fact that a kid at that age, putting his time into developing, creating, that's what we need. You know, we
Yeah.
need kids that do that. And so, Andrew, we're going to put a picture probably right now, right?
Yeah. Was probably.
You guys are awesome. I wish I got
Yeah.
a picture of his friend too, because they were just 2 of the coolest guys. I wish, honestly,
were.
I hope I get to see them again. But
I think
we got your plans,
you
and
said-
I'm going to build it.
You sent an email to me asking for the discus launch episode. You forgot to ask me when we met, and the discus launch episode is probably, I would say, 4 weeks away at least. I'm sorry, but the weather has not been cooperating lately, and with Josh's schedule, it's hard to get him out.
I really am actually cutting out the foam planes. So we're
Yeah.
not lying about that.
No, he's actually working all the time, and we're so blessed with having so much orders.
Yeah, and I'm also blessed with having an amazing wife. She comes in 3-4 days a week and helps me out with shipping, with making the kits. So Jen, I love you. God bless you, because I couldn't do this without you.
Another thing I want to mention is that we're going to Joe Knoll. Me and
We want to go to Joel Knoll.
yes,
We're planning on going, and it's going to probably just be you and me.
yeah,
You
we're
and I.
just gonna go and hang out, meet people,
Connect.
have some fun.
Make memories.
Yes,
Bring some planes to fly.
yeah. So we're just gonna go there and just have fun.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Don't know
But
if we're camping or if we're staying at a hotel yet.
we're also trying to figure out exactly the date when we're going.
Yeah.
But we would love to see you there if
Yeah.
you're going. Come up and talk. We just like hearing stories.
Yeah, we honestly love connecting with you guys, and it's such a blessing. We have such amazing people in this
Yeah,
hobby.
and thank you everyone that came up at the Toledo show and
Yeah.
talked to us. We met so many great people.
Yeah.
For instance, I met Pontus, another Swedish guy that's living here in America and doing RC stuff. He was, we were shouting in Swedish, and everyone was looking really funny at us.
We really didn't get to actually see the whole entire show.
No, we didn't have time. We were just talking so much,
Yeah,
but it was awesome.
That was probably the most rewarding thing.
It was
And speaking of
awesome.
the show, Dan and Diane from LaserToys.com, God bless you guys. They're not like an official sponsor or anything, but what they did do is they made an electronics package for our swappables.
Yeah.
And he's the only company so far to do that, and his passion for the hobby is unparalleled.
The price is
Great.
great.
We
yeah.
called him up and like, are you making money or is this like a charity?
Yeah.
Because we got to test out his stuff. It's good stuff.
It is, and you get everything you need.
Yeah. Yes. And before Dan and we ever had this relationship, I used to buy from Dan and Diane all the time when I was young, and just they didn't even know me from Adam, but they gave me the best service. And now what they're doing is they're carrying some of our swappables and selling kits for them. So thank you guys, and I have a feeling in the future other companies will probably follow suit. But you guys were the first to make that kind of investment, and I think you deserve to be called out for that.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah.
Another question we get a lot is what goggles, FPV goggles, we're using. And we're using the Fat Shark, let's see, the Attitude SD. Fat Shark Attitude SD is the one I'm using. They're awesome. The resolution is really good. I like the size of the screen, and the image quality is really great. Has a built-in 5.8.
It feels like you're honestly flying it in HD.
It's really nice. Yeah. I personally like a little bigger screen to get that immersive feeling, but you lose the resolution because each pixel is obviously bigger.
So this is about the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it is, and they're using high quality stuff. And I like the eye cups personally. I know not everyone does, but for me it fits my face really well. I know Chad hates them, and you can set your pupil distance, distance between your eyes.
And you have diopter options too, right?
Yeah, you can.
Glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
Great, huge bang for the buck. Huge bang for the buck because also you get the head tracking in there too.
Exactly, it's really nice. I personally recommend anyone want to get into this, buy these with the 5.8. That has a reasonable range that you can start out with, and the image quality is great.
Yes.
So recommend that. Us Park Pilot could we do an episode on David's ground station? And a lot of other people have been asking for this too. I can just show it real quick for you to get a taste of it again. But this is the ground station.
Looks like a ray gun.
Yeah, it does look pretty futuristic. What it is this is a lid cover you have on your stove. Okay. So I cut that, and then I CNC these parts, and this is just a heel kill antenna, 3-turn. Perfect amount of range and incredible coverage.
Yeah, we were actually in the X8 episode, half the time we're flying behind us.
Yeah, it was just, and we're sitting next to it blocking it, and it's just, it picks up everything.
Yeah.
So I have the receiver, 1.2 gigahertz receiver in here, so I can change the channels by pushing there. And on-off switches, I don't have a battery in here, but there's a battery monitor here as well. So whenever you turn it on, you can see how much percentage of the battery you have. Yeah, it's a G10.
G10's awesome.
It is pretty awesome. Yeah, I actually cheated and used the CNC cutter to get all this. And then this is just color I injected into the grooves I cut on the with the CNC. So you can see the voltage, so you always know how much you have. And I have 12 volts output here in the back. Now I have a lot of cables plugged in and stuff, but so I power my goggles through this as well, so I never have to have another set of batteries. So I power everything, so I only need to keep track of one battery, so I never run out of anything. So yeah, it's my it's my baby. It's working really well. I'm most probably not gonna do a build episode on this. We might try and make one out of wood, maybe.
That'd be nice.
Paint it.
Nice thing about wood and stuff too is it's common material, but it cuts beautifully. People can work with it easy. It doesn't interfere with the radio frequency, right?
Nope.
It's very friendly.
It's very friendly, yes. So yeah, I'm proud of it. It turned out really good. I spent a lot of time building it. It's all dirty. I use it all the time. And I made it so you can put the goggles and everything, you just shove it in the back.
And that's important. If you spend all that money on goggles, please, please, please don't leave them face up into the sun.
Never.
It'll kill them.
Yeah, it just burns out. It's awful.
Yes. Yes. Also, another update for you too, and I think we can close on this one, is we're working on something amazing. Actually, Chad Capper is. And just to give you guys a heads up, because you're going to see it coming soon. We have the swappable series, but soon we're going to be coming out with the Rotor Bones series.
Yes.
And Rotor Bones is actually a name that the viewers voted on and adapted to that. If you
Great
look
name.
up, yeah, really great name, because it honestly captures the essence on it. Chad's desire is function and form, and he's married them both together in incredible design. So you're going to look for a whole multi-copter series coming out with really great innovative stuff. You can see some on our store already that's say not in stock, but there's even more to come.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. We'll give you an update when we release that. It's in the works. We're working hard.
Yes.
And also making new shows. So
and one thing also, our cruisers have well past 200.
Nice.
But it's going so well. Keep ordering, and we're going to continue putting the FPV pod in for the near future.
Yeah.
Free FPV pod and split flaps on the cruisers for at least another 200, because I kind of feel bad it sold up so quick with the 200.
Wow.
It'll grab a lot of people between now and payday. So Thank you guys. It's because of you.
Yeah, that's awesome. And also we're looking for a new place because we need to expand.
Also because of you.
Yeah, the basement we're currently cutting in is just overflown with stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So we're looking for a new place. We probably found the spot. We haven't closed any deals, signed any papers yet, but we are working on it, and we will have our own flying field.
And our heart is to have a place where you guys can come, we can meet you, we can fly with you and spend time with you, and hopefully build. Have some seminars where people that want to get into, say, multi-rotors or scratch building, we can work side by side with you and get you into the hobby in a really great, fun way.
Yeah. So thank you guys for sponsoring Flite Test by buying our stuff. You support us and make us be.
Keep us fed.
Yes, and makes us able to do cool stuff. And just watching the show is supporting us as well. And just keep growing the hobby. That's the most important thing.
Keep your input coming. We read everything. We can't always respond to everything, but we do read everything. And
even the comments, it says, "Do you read this?"
Yes,
and
we read
yes, we do read it.
Yes, even the comments saying, "Don't build the swappable rubbish foam piece things."
He's really hung up on that.
Not better about that. Thank you guys from the bottom of our heart. You guys are making our dreams possible to happen, and it's because of your support.
Yeah, so thank you, and keep watching. See you next time.
Let's go fly.